What's your name? Your name. Last time. You guys, how do you love Adele? I mean, how can you not just love Adele? I love Adele, I love Adele. Okay, you guys, I have a really, really super amazing vlog for us all. So, our vlog is on forgiveness. And it's really, I'm going to break it down into 3 steps. It's super cool. And we are going to work on forgiveness today. Today, our whole mission and our whole vlog is on forgiveness. How exciting is that? I just think that's something that, you know, we can all work on forgiving, right? We can all work on that. It's such an amazing thing to be able to do. And I know that sometimes, I've heard many people say, well, gosh, Kita, if I forgive that person for doing that, I'm condoning that activity. And that is absolutely, believe me, I've had some pretty horrible things happen to me. And I have found forgiveness for these people and for these things. When I was very young, I was raped, and it wasn't a, you know, I actually don't even really want to go into it because it's still something that's hard for me to talk about. But I will say this, in that when you go through something like that, you, yeah, you know, a lot of people would say that if I forgive that person, I'm condoning his behavior. And believe me, I'm not condoning that person's behavior. I think this person is disgusting what he did. But at the same time, I have forgiven him, and I have released him for me to God. And in doing that, I'm free. And in doing that, I'm safe. And that's one of the things you kind of want to think about in life. And you've probably heard this. I don't know who's the originator of it, but it's pretty powerful. And it goes something like this. Forgiveness equates to, unforgiveness equates to carrying around poison and slowly sipping on it, expecting the person that harmed you to die. But you're the one who's drinking the poison. So, you know, sometimes you got to just realize, I've got to let this go. I've got to let this emotion and this feeling. So the first place that I want us all to do is we need to just, step 1 is just stop trying to figure it out. Stop trying to ask, like, why this happened, or why would this person do this, or is there, you know, sometimes you're just never gonna know, you're never gonna know the reason. For me, every single thing that I've ever gone through, I would go through it again, even being raped. I would go through all of it again, because it has made me who I am today. It has made me one valiant, strong mother, you know what. Like, it's made me strong. I have a fight in me. I will not back down on any of my belief systems. If I believe very, very, very strongly in them. Now, I choose to go about them in a non-violent way. I choose to go about things in a positive way. And when I used to compete in MMA and fighting and stuff, you know, there's honor going into the fight, then you have your, you know, fight, and then there's honor leaving the fight, or practice, or whatever it is that you're going through. But it's always good to kind of practice those tools of strength. It's also, for me, just letting it go and trying not to figure it out is, it's very freeing. It's very freeing, and it's actually easier said than done. It's easier said than done, I know. So it's definitely, even though it's the first step, it is probably one of the harder steps to do. The second step, and probably for me in one area of my life, I was stuck for, I would say 14 years I was stuck on this one, and that is letting go of disappointment and disapproval within yourself. Like, okay, say I've gotten to the point, I can forget it, I can let it go, I don't have to figure it out, but now maybe you're stuck on just disappointment or disapproval or shame or guilt or whatever it is. You have to let that go though, because, and again, this is something that's taken me 14 years in one very specific area of my life to figure out. I'll let you guys in on the specific. The specific one is I was married before, and my ex husband and I did not have kids. We were married a short time, and we just wanted two different things out of life. And I respect him and who he is now. I don't want to go into that. I wish him all the best. He's remarried and his life's moved on. He's very successful and he's done really well, and I only wish the best for him. But I came to a point in my life where I literally said, I either make this move now or I never make this move. And there were certain things for me that were game changers. There were certain things that I needed to have. Like, I loved animals. I loved horses. I loved all of that. I still do. I mean, obviously I have 2 adopted dogs. I have 2 Shar-Peis. But there was just some things, some other things too, personally. I want to just be respectful of him, and that it just didn't work out. But anyway, the point is that for 14 years I carried this guilt, and actually even a couple of years after my divorce I went literally crazy. And I'm not proud of this, but because I was consumed with so much guilt and shame, I just literally traveled and, you know, drink alcohol, and I was just like kind of turned into a little partier. But I had to do that. I had to go through that, because it was like there was almost a part of me that I don't want to say that I hated myself, but it was pretty close. I was just very, very disappointed in myself. Was very down on myself. And it's really neat though. God will send you, when you're ready to heal, when you're really, really ready to heal, He will send you angelic beings, I truly believe, that will kind of step into humans, and it'll just be a friend of yours that'll say something, or someone from your past that'll say something, and it'll absolutely, in that moment, completely release you. So I've been given that amazing gift, and so I have forgiven myself. I have forgiven the situation, and I have let that go. The third step, and one of the steps that I think is very instrumental, is then giving yourself approval in this moment right now to go on in life, and to be a survivor, and to be a learner, and to be someone that takes that very difficult situation and turns it into something beautiful. You are going to have the opportunity to weave the most beautiful tapestry of golden threads. Imagine whatever color your beautiful decoration is going to be. For me, I have orange and pink and chartreuse and sapphire blues and silvers and sparkly diamonds and rhinestones and So my tapestry is filled with a lot of color and sparkle and right, because I've been through a lot. My little soul has been through the bramble bush of life, and in being in this bramble bush of life, I utilize these 3 steps, and saying hi to my neighbor. He's such a little kid. He walks. It's like 115 degrees out. This guy's out walking. So anyway, utilize those 3 steps, you guys, and forgive yourself, forgive your past, move forward. I have so much love for you guys. I have just so much love for anybody that goes through a situation, and I feel like it's so easy to forgive like other people. I have found that it's like the easiest thing in my life. The biggest one that was the hardest one was to find forgiveness of myself. But let me tell you, a really cool thing happens when you're able to fully release yourself and forgive yourself. You soften, and what didn't seem accessible before starts to seem accessible. So your life and kind of who you are and what it is you want to do with yourself actually almost becomes crystallized. And those moments of hardships and those moments of being all of that energy of everything that you went through is now the sharpest of needle, the most beautiful of threads that you get to now take into your life and create these tapestries, whether it's your art, your music, your inventions, your writing, your reading, your job, whatever it is, you can now integrate that in and fully release yourself. So those are my 3 steps for forgiveness for today, and I hope that 1, 2, or all 3 of them can help you, because I know what it's like to be stuck in that space. I know what that's like to not forgive yourself. I know what that feels like to run and fall down and then pull yourself up with bleeding knees and keep running. Stop running away from yourself. Stop trying to figure it out. It already happened. Let it go. Be in that space of letting it go. Be in the space of knowing that that moment has already happened. There's nothing you can do in this moment to change it. It's already happened. So let it go. Release it. Realize that in that situation you probably were doing the very best that you could given the tools that you had in that moment, and release yourself from any disapproval or disappointment that you felt in yourself over that situation. Let it go and open yourself to a space of healing. Open yourself to a space of service to your friends, to the community, to the world, so that we can help push the agenda of love and forgiveness and happiness into the world, because that's what we're all about here at the Kitafit YouTube channel. So you guys, remember to like and subscribe, because that really helps me. It helps motivate me. Also, please leave comments. Every time you leave a comment, I respond to every single comment. I love you guys for your comments. And just remember, we here at Kitafit YouTube are champions for women. I am a champion for women. So I love you guys so much. Remember to stand in your light, to stand in your truth, and above all else, be a warrior in life. I love you guys. Take care. Bye. Mwah.